Mario Kart World is the best Mario Kart game I have played. Sure, I have only spent a couple of days with this game, but it literally just can't get any worse. It's only getting better every time I boot up that game, even just today. It's just so much fun. And the reason why is immediately you are starting up on the menu and you have an option to immediately jump into free roam. Basically, wherever your character is in the menu on the map, you just immediately begin playing the game and exploring this beautifully crafted world. And yes, this isn't an open world game where there's a secret and there are things to do and objectives behind every single corner, but as someone who just prefers to be in a world and enjoy the atmosphere without the clutter that is prominent in many open world games, I love the world. And yes, I am the guy who prefers Breath of the Wild over Tears of the Kingdom for this exact reason, okay? I just like the world to be peaceful without so much clutter or without an objective that you have to always nail. Honestly, it reminds me back when I was a kid and I would play make-believe with my action figures, and sometimes when my action figures needed to go travel to places, I would boot up a game like Crazy Taxi and drive these characters to a different location and then continue playing in my room. And Mario Kart World is a perfect encapsulation of that, even if that sounds pretty negative. I take it as a positive, honestly. I would just love to have played this as a kid, being able to explore the dinosaur world, and then you see all these like sugary treats somewhere in the Peach's castle. Just this world is so well thought out, and it just allows my imagination to flow, and I freaking love it. And there are so many awesome new features added to Mario Kart World. And look, I'm the guy who is not a fan of Mario Kart 8, and I feel like the only Mario Kart I really enjoyed was Mario Kart Double Dash. So the fact that I'm like talking so much love about World, it shows just how awesome of a game this is. There's so many new features. You can grind on rails now, you can do wall rides, you can do a bunch of cool flips and trick in the air multiple times, you know? You can just keep on tricking and tricking and tricking. They add so much movement to karts that is just awesome. Speaking of movement, this game allows you to decide your choice of navigating the world as you're racing across these maps. Yes, you can say that there are many shortcuts in each of these races, but honestly, shortcuts aren't always the correct choice. The way I think about these are they're more strategic paths that you have to choose. You have to make the right decision on. Some tracks will be riddled with people on them. So you're like, you know what, I'm gonna take the road less traveled because guess what? I'm not gonna be hit by thousands of Koopa shells. That is your prerogative. That is what you can do, and I love that. Speaking of which, this game continues to get more and more chaotic through its 24-player races. I didn't realize how much I would love this, but whether you're facing against CPU, against online players, or your friends, it's just absolutely insane with the amount of items being thrown at you at the same velocity they were in previous Mario Kart games. It's absolutely insane, but it makes the Grand Prix and the new mode Knockout Tour so much fun. And what's awesome about Grand Prix is that unlike other Mario Kart games, and honestly with other racing games where you're just racing around the same track over and over and over, the awesome thing about Grand Prix is that you'll do your first few laps on the first map, but the second, third, and fourth races, you're actually traveling in between race 1, race 2, race 3, and race 4. So you don't have to constantly be jumping, constantly be doing, here's race 1, 3 laps, here's race 2, 3 laps, here's race 3, 3 laps. No, you are spending most of the second, third, and fourth races traveling to those races, then performing your lap. It adds so much variety and allows you to experience this world as a whole. It really feels like a cross-country race. Also, speaking of cross-country races, Knockout Tour is just a cross-country race. You are going between 5 to 6 different maps and you are traveling across them. You're not doing laps around worlds, you are just traveling across this beautifully crafted Mario Kart world, and it is so freaking cool. If you ever seen the 70s movie Cannonball Run, or you're a big fan of the JoJo arc Steel Ball Run, it's basically that. And as you get through different checkpoints throughout the race, players are eliminated. You basically go from 24 players all the way down to 4, and it is absolutely so thrilling, especially if you're in online mode where every single human player knows that if they don't hit the checkpoint, they get game over, and so everyone is throwing all of their items at once. There are so many times where I'm just about to get past the checkpoint and either someone hits me or someone ahead of me starts to like get hit, and then the places just get absolutely jumbled. I have lost knockout mode races just by being a few millimeters away from the checkpoint, and I am having the best time of my life, smiling the entire freaking time. It is just absolutely wonderful. And not to mention, the music in this game is absolutely incredible. They pay tribute to some of the most awesome tracks in Mario Kart. It is just so wonderful to hear all of these different remixes. Oh, dude, I freaking love Mario Kart. Thank you all for listening to me yap on about Mario Kart. It has been absolutely wonderful to play this game. I want to go back to playing it. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. I'm going to see you later. Goodbye. Also, let me know in the comments if I'm speaking too fast, because I'm just very excited to talk about Mario Kart, and I apologize. There are captions for you to read along if I'm talking too fast. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye now.